Have you ever been in a discussion that leaves you feeling inexplicably smaller, even though you can't pinpoint exactly what was said? Not physically, but emotionally, like your very essence was being slowly erased from the room? That moment when your stomach tightens, your voice gets a little smaller, and somehow you find yourself apologizing for things you never did wrong, like someone was subtly rewriting your memories right in front of you, leaving you unsure of what's real. I want you to hold on to that feeling for a moment, because today millions of people are sitting in their cars, offices, and homes experiencing exactly what you're feeling right now. They're questioning their sanity, wondering if they're just too sensitive, or if maybe, just maybe, there's something more going on. What if I told you that this isn't just in your head, that according to the latest research, you're likely interacting with someone who displays significant narcissistic traits every single day, at work, in your social circle, or maybe even in your own home? The numbers are shocking. Recent studies from the National Institutes of Health reveal that while 1 in 20 people meet the criteria for narcissistic personality disorder, up to 1 in 3 people show significant narcissistic traits that can damage relationships, even without full-blown NPD. Think about that for a moment. Look around your office, your friend group, your family gatherings. The statistics suggest that these dynamics are playing out right now in ways you might not even realize. Before we dive deeper into the 5 critical signs, I want you to take a deep breath with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just information, it's permission to trust your instincts. It's validation for those moments when you felt something was wrong, but couldn't quite put your finger on it. Let's start with the first sign, and it's one that's so subtle most people miss it completely. Sign number 1, the responsibility flip. Imagine this scenario. Sarah arrives 5 minutes late to meet her colleague Tom. Instead of a simple acknowledgement, Tom launches into how her constant lateness shows she doesn't respect his time, causing him to now be behind on all his projects. Sarah leaves feeling guilty about ruining his entire day. Sound familiar? This is what experts call responsibility projection, and according to recent studies, it's one of the most reliable indicators of narcissistic behavior. The fascinating part: brain scans show that narcissists actually rewire their experiences to avoid self-blame. It's not just emotional manipulation, it's their brain literally rewriting reality. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. How many times have you entered a conversation about someone else's mistake, only to leave feeling like you were somehow at fault? The second sign is what I call strategic admiration, and it's particularly insidious in professional settings. Harvard Business School researchers discovered something fascinating. Narcissists use compliments as tactical weapons. But here's the key. It's not about the compliment itself. It's about the timing and the audience. They'll praise you publicly when it serves their image, but privately, they systematically undermine your confidence. It's so subtle that 78% of victims don't recognize it until it's pointed out to them. Think about the last compliment you received from someone you suspect might have these traits. Was it genuine appreciation, or did it somehow serve their narrative? The third sign is perhaps the most chilling: the empathy paradox. New research from the University of California has revealed something that turns everything we thought we knew about narcissists upside down. They can actually demonstrate high emotional intelligence. They just choose when to use it. Dr. Craig Malkin's studies show that narcissists can read emotions with remarkable accuracy. They're like emotional vampires with X-ray vision. They see your pain, they understand it perfectly, but they use that understanding as a tool rather than a bridge for connection. The fourth sign is what researchers call success synchronization. Pay close attention to this one, because it's especially common in workplace relationships. A 2023 study in the Journal of Personality showed that narcissists have an uncanny ability to align themselves with other successes while distancing themselves from failures. Have you noticed someone who's always front and center during celebrations but mysteriously absent during challenges? Who somehow manages to take partial credit for successes but maintains complete distance from failures? This isn't coincidence. It's a carefully orchestrated pattern. The fifth and final sign is so subtle that even trained therapists sometimes miss it. It's what Dr. Ramani calls identity echoing, where the narcissist mirrors your personality back to you, but with a crucial twist. They don't just mirror you, they become an idealized version of you, only to use that against you later. Think about someone who seemed to perfectly match your interests and values early in your relationship. Did they later use those very same things to make you feel inadequate? That's identity echoing in action. Now, here's why understanding these signs is so crucial. Knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. When you can identify these patterns, they lose their grip on you. That confusion you've been feeling, that self-doubt, that sense that something's not quite right, it's your intuition trying to protect you. I want you to do something important now. Take a moment to really feel into your body. Notice any tension you're holding as you think about these relationships in your life. That physical response, that's your wisdom speaking. It's time to start listening to it. Remember, this isn't about labeling people. It's about understanding dynamics that might be affecting your mental health, your self-esteem, and your ability to trust yourself. Whether you're dealing with a boss, a friend, a family member, or a partner, recognizing these patterns is the first step toward reclaiming your power. You're not too sensitive. You're not imagining things. And most importantly, you're not alone. Millions of people are waking up to these same realizations every day. And with this knowledge, you're better equipped to protect your peace and maintain healthy boundaries. Share your experiences below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to realize they're not alone. Together, we can break the silence and create a community of understanding and support. Remember, awareness is your superpower. Use it wisely, trust your instincts, and never apologize for protecting your peace. You deserve relationships that lift you up, not ones that slowly erase who you are. Stay tuned for next week's video, where we'll dive deep into exactly how to protect yourself once you've identified these patterns. Until then, take care of yourself and remember, you're stronger than you know.